Good evening, guys and gals. I'm just going to show you quickly how to swap out a chain on a 10-speed bicycle. So this chain is dirty, it's worn out obviously. I checked it with my chain checker tools, so it's about time. I probably changed mine a little earlier than most, but I do that just to save a little bit of life on my components because I don't know, I just don't like buying cassettes and derailleurs and chain rings and such as very often, so it's something I try to avoid if I can. So the first step with this is you got to find your master link, and it sticks out. It looks a lot different than the other ones. You can see all of these have, the configuration's the same, but if you go along, and I think that's it right there, yeah, and it's just covered in grit. So it's funny, I'm taking this bike on a really big ride next weekend, and I haven't had the time to wash it. There you go. You see where the pin's sticking out right there? That's your master link. And the way you get that loose is you use a master link tool. This is from Wolf Tooth Components. I really like this tool. It has it's more or less for out on the rides, out in the woods. If you get stuck and break a chain, this is the tool you would use to put it back on. It has a place for extra master links, but I use it just for the shop too. I know that probably Park Tool and other companies, they make dedicated tools for this, but I just use the same thing I take out in my bike bag with me. It seems to work just fine. I'll put a link to this tool in the description. This is a pretty useful little tool. So anyway, just to show you how this works, you just stick the ends between on the outside 2 pins of the master link and just squeeze it together. This might come out a little harder than, there you go. See how easy that came? And just work it loose. Comes right apart. And there you go. It's just that easy. Next, obviously, you remove your chain. Oops. Come on off there, you. Set that aside. This is a good time to take a dirty rag and clean your derailleur up. You have a little better access to things. Same thing with your chain rings and the front derailleur, as a matter of fact. So here's the new chain. I've been buying these KMC chains lately, but this is the X10 10-speed. It should say it right there on the package. So you want to make sure you buy the right speed of chain for the right number of cogs that you have here in your cassette. There's not much else to say about it. You got a new chain, you got a new master link, so let's put it on there. And there it is. You can see it, brand new. It's not going to look like that very long, so I try to admire it for a few moments. I like to start by threading it through the front derailleur first. Just for some reason it seems to go a little easier for me. Oops, there we go. Bring it back. And also, before I take this off and install the new one, I shift my rear derailleur down to the smallest sprocket in the cassette. Because there's something there's several different ways to know that you have the right length of chain. This is the way that I have just been using forever and ever. It seems to work really well for me. Come on, thread it through your derailleur over the pulleys. Okay, you bring your chain together, and as you can see, this might actually be the exact length that I need. No, I was wrong. You see how the chain is rubbing the pulley right there? You want to shorten your chain to where when you have it on the smallest cog in the back and the smallest chain ring in the front, your chain is not rubbing that top pulley on your rear derailleur. You want it so that there is a little bit of clearance and it runs clear of every other obstruction there might be. So it looks like I have to take out 2 pins. 1, 2. So now I need to get my chain tool to pop that out of there. So here's my chain tool. Pretty run-of-the-mill Park Tool CT5. You can see there's the pin that's used to pop the pin out of the chain link. So what did I say? 2 pins? 1, 2. Slide your chain in there, hold it down, and then just press that pin out. There it goes. And then just once you pop that pin out, it should just come right out of there. So double check your length. That should be good. So we'll get our master link now. Take one side of the master link, put that pin through there where you just took the old one out. Okay. Put the master link on this end of the chain, or the other side of the master link, and put it on that end of the chain. Push it through, and then you push the ends of the pin through the wider opening on the master link, okay? And then you can, with enough work, see there, it went ahead and popped in there. That was pretty easy and pretty painless. If you needed to, you could take that chain tool and force the pins into their place, but in that case I didn't have to. They just slid right in there. So there you have it. You've got a new chain installed on your 10-speed bike. At this point, just shift through the gears. Make sure everything's going to work properly. See there, I need to probably adjust the tension a little bit on my derailleur. Okay, I'm going to call that good, everybody. So, if you like what you see here, hey, like the video, comment, or better yet, please subscribe.